Hello everybody. Today is going into Black Friday week. We are introducing our Black Friday promotion, last chance. This is really meant for all our email subscribers. Anyone on this watching this should know about it. So what I'm going to do is just to give you an idea how we go through the ability to find winners. First of all, let me just show you what's kind of weakening, and everything's really determined on the stock market. It's simply this: the DXY US dollar index. The whole market has been very weak with this kind of performance, where the US dollar has gone up about, I think it's a lot higher than 16, 17% for the year, and it started to weaken a few months ago. You can see it's already come off about 4% in the last month, and then has gone flat somewhat for the last 5 days, and that's where we're at. When you look at the SPX for the S&P 500, and you look at the overall performance, we're down negative 16%, 3 month down 6%. But when you start to hear people say, "Oh, the market's not doing too good," well, it is somewhat reversing. But to be truthful, it is dependent upon the US dollar. So again, here, when you see the US dollar weaken, guess what happens to the market in the US? It goes up. So there is an indirect relationship there that I'm not hearing a lot out there. So this is the sort of thing that I'm bringing to the table when it comes to what I do and analyzing it, and it would make sense. It's the same thing with crypto, is based upon the US dollar, and that really is driven by what the Federal Reserve does. So anyways, let's go over my ETF analysis. This is just as critical as anywhere else. What we've got here, it's a much weaker month so far for November. October was much better, but there were a lot more shorting and bearish ETFs here based upon the category. Here we're not getting any ETFs at all mentioned, just not meeting the metrics, but there are a couple other ones. This one, the ETF Master, these are the top performing. So I'll take a look at those and show you how we're able to find the winners in the market so far right now. So the first one we're going to look at is TAN, and it's, of all things, solar that's doing quite well. So this is TAN Invesco Solar. Come under here under Finance Yahoo, and you look at the holdings. You can see some of the companies that are doing really well. First one we could take a look at, I believe these are US based. Enphase, look at this, October 19th at 249. Now it's at 311. That's a winner right there. Another company that's another holding is on the 5 day, again, 286 all the way up to 306. These are the sort of things that you would expect in crypto. And crypto's pretty well dead. I mean, it's been dead since the FTX fiasco. So I have no idea how long crypto will suffer because of that. And personally, I'm going to do another video on that, on crypto, so I'm not going to mention that a whole lot here. And we can move into other ETFs as well. Soju, or I guess you call it. So this is a SPAC as well. SPACs I'm not a very big fan of because they're not sustainable. Again, you go under the holdings here. Let me just close these up as well. And holdings right here, what do we have? So we have some of these weird ones that I don't know, so I'm not going to get into that, but there you go. There's an ETF that has been performing okay. The next one we have is UNL. I've not seen these before. Natural gas. Okay, so one thing I will say about natural gas right now, these are probably going to hold a lot of the futures contracts. So if you go under holdings again, we'll be able to check out what's in there. In here, yeah, it's all future contracts. What I thought, that's usual. But okay, natural gas is up. Is it sustainable? Well, it makes sense if it's up already, as we go into the cold season. So the other one is we have ICLN, Global Clean Energy. This can be a pretty good one as well. So you can start to see a trend here. It's up 25%. Let's check out the holdings again and see what these contain here. And okay, so we actually have, is this the same company? Yeah, so here you go. These are the same companies. Enphase, obviously we just saw that before. FSLR, First Solar, that's down to only 6%. So these are not heavily weighted, meaning they probably don't have a lot of guidance going on. Not very exciting for, 166 up 1%. That's not bad. Yeah, here's what I like to see: 144 to 166. Like, that is very strong. 1 month again, 118 to 166. That's absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, so you can see where we're going here. That the solar is doing pretty good. Let me just check out some of the other ones here. This one here, Solar Edge, and again, these are probably U.S. based. So again, 240 up. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So this is like the days of crypto. Again, are these sustainable? I don't know. 285 to 304 since Thursday. That's a 10% move. Pretty good. Then we can get into what else we got here. ICLN we've just looked at. I'm going to show you some of the weaker ones, which falls under U.S. utilities. This makes sense. So when you have a weak market, usually U.S. utilities, everyone needs some kind of utility, obviously. So these are some of the other utilities we can take a look at. These are not star performers when you get up to 3%. Usually I only want 10%, but you can see just how weak it's been this month. Not much out there. The metals have been doing fairly well, but I just did a video on that a while back. But we can take a look at the utilities here. FUTY. And that's the most weighted one that I'm seeing. Actually, I'll load up UPW as well. Fidelity, MSCI Utilities Index. So again, the holdings is what you want. And you want the holdings because these are stock. So there's no extra commission outside of the standard brokerage commission. So you can see here, this is a pretty big holding there. Nextra, Duke Energy. Now, a lot of the environmentals will go crazy on these stocks. Funny thing is, I've looked at over 30 stocks in the last 2 months, let's say. The trend is I'm seeing that for sustainability and ESG, it's these dirty players that get the outperformance ratings. It's not the Netflix, all the lefty kind of companies you think. They get either average or underperformance ESG. So if you want to worry about clean and be able to invest properly, it's these kind of companies that do fairly well. So let's take a look at this one. Next there, yeah, this is pretty weak. Well, if you can handle it, that's a good run there. It's $69 to $83. Very strong. Let's look at some of the other weak players like Duke. I'm not sure if this is an energy company from what I understand, but what do I know? Yeah, it's an energy company of some kind. So 5 day, no, 1 day, 1 month. This is a long-term hold, $87 to $96. That's pretty good run up. I gotta tell you. I'm gonna keep that open. Other companies we could take a look at. Southern Company. These are old school companies that are doing real well out there in the field of stock and place to make money. Southern Company, 5 day, really choppy. Yeah, no good there. Okay, let's look at another one here. We wanted UPW as well. Let's check that out. But you can see here how this process is able to find really good companies to hold. This is why we do what we do and charge what we will charge, which will be minimum annually 3,000. You heard that right, 3K. Okay, you can see here why. Like, you got a stock right here, $54 back at October 19th, around 20th, all the way up to within a month now gone from $55 to $66. These are strong movers. It's not in the big tech. There's some good tech companies out there, but we've identified a bunch of them. So let's look at the holdings on this one. Yeah, so these are all swaps and all that. It does have Duke in there. Next Energy, well, that's a big one. Let's check out that one. Oh, we just did check out that one. Yeah, so Next Era. Yeah, so that's a good company as well. So again, I'll check out one more IDU. This is another ETF. So you can see why we do what we do. Everything else is negative. Just showed you the report. There are some companies out there, but this is by sectors. This is iShares Utility ETF holdings. And in here we've got, again, a big winner. Next Era, Southern, Duke, Waste Management. Let's check out that one. So these are doing pretty good. 209, pretty good. $5 day. Look at it, it's trending up. Okay, that's flat. Nothing exciting there. But those other companies were really good. All right, so we'll leave it at that. Now, if you're new, get over to quantlabs.net books and just join the email if you want to know more about these deals. It's $9.97 for all year, everything. And that will get posted soon, the offer, but that will end a week from now, being it now early Monday. So that's about it. We shall talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.